That fight play out compared to your expectations?
Pretty close. Pretty close what we thought. We thought. Can I pass on this? Okay. Yeah, we watched a lot of tape, especially the last couple of years. He started to circle more. He's having more loose in the southpaw. So we had to guess. I said that we guys asked him before. He's either gonna come forward or he's gonna circle outside to the right. Because of fucking Jack Manson, everyone's like, okay, just circle to his right. And you know what? Fucking Jack Manson was right. It shit worked. You know, like, people keep doing it. So Nate Pettit has been, one of my coaches has been really, really big on the, me not having to force every moment of every fight. I don't have to like be pushing every fight. It's okay to back up, move your feet, get some jabs. Not everything has to touch. And for this camp, Nate and Eric both have been really big on not everything has a lane. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm fucking weird, guys. Like, I watch a lot of cartoons and movies and shit. And I came up watching like Power Rangers and like Rocky. So everything in my head, everything has to be choreographed, like perfect in a sequence. So when I start doing things, it doesn't look perfect. I get discouraged. Like fuck, I look like Apollo Creed. And I'm like, okay, you know what? It's real life. It's gonna be messy. And especially this fight, they were like, okay, let it be messy. It's fine. Let it be fucking messy. He's messy. Like, it's okay to be messy. So it worked. It went the way we thought it would.
A lot of pundits also, when they break down Mark Andre's fights and his skill set, they seem to say like he makes the fight slow and ugly and frustrates his opponents in there. So was there anything in there that like you got overly frustrated when he was doing, or did you just have the perfect game plan?
I felt fun. So a teammate, one of my good sparring partners, Devin, what's your last name? Goodell?
Goodell, yeah.
Devin Goodell is, my God, he's like the Dricus Duplessis level of effective spats. To where, like, you don't understand how, like, much I've been struggling and sparring with this man. And it's just, I don't know, like, what the fuck he's doing. Like, I'm getting hammer fist, like, standing hammer fisted and kicked, like, everything. It was a miserable, like, 6 weeks of camp. But Devin was the perfect person for this because like, sometimes he's moving towards you, doing weird shit, grabbing your head, pushing you in the cage. Sometimes Devin's on his back foot running around. It's been 6 weeks of just me, like, finishing practice. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. And you know what? It worked out. Turns out Devin's a better Marc-Andre Barriault than Marc-Andre Barriault. So thank you, Devin. Like, yeah, it's fucking, I had the perfect partners for that, so that worked out nicely.
You're surprised at how aggro the Canadian fans were here during the
Jesus Christ. You guys don't get UFCs that often, and I can tell you're fucking feral. Like, we're sitting there hitting, I think it's like first round they're going. He's already bleeding, like, we're landing shit. They're like, boo! Boo! No one's hemorrhaging blood. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? Like, we are 3 minutes into a fight, and they're like, boo! No one's dead. There's no bone. Canada, you guys, I love Canada. I fought here for years. I had so many fights here. I fucking met some of the greatest people I know in Canada. I love this place. I've always said this is my backyard, man. I may not be Canadian by birth, but like I put my bones in here. I fucking love you guys. I rep to the other time. But my God, Dana White, please come back here because these people are rabid. Like this entire week, I've seen nothing but like insane Canadian fans. Like hell, seeing Sean Strickland this week with Canadian fans, I'm like, I don't want to be famous because this is scary. Like there's people like at the press conference. So I'm sitting there, like someone's talking, and the fans like, we love you, Sean. Yeah, I'm like, cool. And somebody's like, Strickland, tell us what to think. And I'm like, holy fuck. Like I've never heard that before. Like you guys, I'm like this. Yeah, again, he's laughing like, yeah, this is how fascism starts. Like, yeah, like tell us what to think. I was like scary. Like, all right, so you guys are fucking like fans. So I fought in a lot of places. This week is probably the craziest just shit I've seen. Like Canada, you're probably my number one crowd. I sweat crowd so far. You guys are just wild.
So does this mean you want to come back?
I love fighting here, dude. I fought for Z Promotions for forever. Like I did Vancouver. I said to Vancouver sucked and I shit the bed. I'm sorry. And I said Canada, like, hey, I owe you a better fight. That one was on me. Good job, Nasruddin. I was like, next time I'll come back here. I will put on a fucking banger for you, and I tried. So next time you're back, fucking bring me back, bro.
Did you walk out to Edge's song?
I did. Thank you. I was like, you know what? Who is from Canada that I know? I was like, Edge is from Canada. I was like, fuck yeah, I like Edge. You guys like Edge. Is he from Ontario?
He's from Toronto.
Toronto, yeah. So yeah. I was like, hell yeah, Edge. Someone in this crowd would be like, hey, that's Edge. So yeah, I'm glad somebody got it. There's like some kids laughing when I came out. So somebody got it. Like I think it was worth it.
So you also do the Randy Orton pose?
I do, yeah. Well, it's Randy Orton and Frank Zane combined. But yeah, I was originally just on Randy Orton. So like, once again, I'm a giant child and I like choreographed things. I'm sorry.
Chris, how has this fight week been, just being on the same card as Sean? You talked about, like you said, like, I don't want to be that famous and all that. Like, how was that part of this week for you?
Oh, man. So, a while ago, what fight was that? I was talking to Eric and Nixon about this. We're at a fight. We're talking about, like, man, how fucked up would it be if Sean Strickland becomes world champion and everything? And then, like, a year later, Sean Strickland's world champion. And we were always worried about, like, Sean saying and doing terrible things. And before, we were like, well, no one cares really about Sean right now, so it's fine. And we laugh like, ha ha ha, if he becomes champion, it's gonna be messed up. And now he's champion. And now he's saying weird shit. And, like, there's a contingent of people that are mad. There's a contingent of people like, yeah, I like that. So now we're like, oh my God, this is real. This is real. Like, it's so crazy that it's weird for me, but it kind of like, not to sound weird, but it warms my heart to see like this dude. God, I'm rambling, I know. I wish you guys would have seen Sean when I met him. And like how much of like a freaking like weirdo loner he was. He's still Sean, but he's opened up a lot. But to see the support he's gotten and the love he's gotten this week, and I know it's weird for him, he's accepting it, but like as somebody who's kind of been through the trenches with him, it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen to like see him be embraced and he's loved and like Sean's an idiot. Like I love him to death, he's a brother, but like Sean's an idiot. I know he rubs people the wrong way, and this week I've seen it. But at the same time, man, like you guys don't like, I know he says shit, but if any one of you was in trouble, like I don't care like what he said, he'd give you the shirt off with his back. If you were in danger, he'd be the guy to jump in the fight and take the bullet for you. It's just the way he is. He'd never tell you that, but I've seen him do it. So it's really cool for him to see like him to just go from a guy to people are starting to see like he's fucking rough around the edges, man. He's like sandpaper and like just out in rough shit out of the porcupine. But he's a good dude, man. Like this week it's been really cool to see like people embrace that and start to say like, hey, you're not perfect, but like you're a decent human being.
Back to you getting the win, there's got to be a sense of relief, right? You talked about the Imavok fight with the no contest. You go back a fight before that with Gaslam, the fight that I think some people felt like you should have won. Is there like a bit of weight off your shoulders just getting a victory like this and going up there and getting it done?
Thank God I shaved my beard because like I wish you guys could see the amount of gray that I've been getting from just being stressed. Like I have this weird thing in my career to where I'll go on like 8-fight win streaks and then shit hits the fan, like everything goes wrong. I was on a 10-fight win streak, and PFL happened, that sucked. And then I got another win streak, and then Hermanson happened. Jack Hermanson. But I'm sorry, I'm joking. I like Jack. He's a good dude. That was me being a dick. I'm an emotional human being, like sleeping. But it feels good to get back in that column. Man. You put so much stress on myself. And I think this camp, I gotta thank my coaches and my teammates because I have had